We should be getting the Zeekr 7X in Australia later this year. And what a car it should be. So we've already got the Zeekr X in Australia. You've got the rear wheel drive base model for around 59,000 Australian and the all-wheel drive model for 64,900, and that one can do 0 to 100 kph or 62 miles an hour in 3.8 seconds. That's reasonable. And these models will also charge at 150 kilowatts DC, giving a time 10 to 80% of around 30 minutes on their 66 kilowatt hour battery. So if you've had a look at the Zeekr X and think it's a great car, which I've got to say it is, the 7X is even better. So the 7X will be available to order, or it is available in order, in the Netherlands, Norway and Sweden, and soon in the United Kingdom. Now, EU prices start at €42,490 for the long range and €47,490 for their privilege, where everything's a privilege to own it. So Zeekr, it's a subsidiary of Geely Automotive, which also owns Volvo, Polestar, Lotus, Smart, and the LEVC, which is the London Electric Vehicle Cab Company. So I don't know if you remember black taxis in London. Yeah, well, they make those electric now. So it's competing with the likes of Polestar and Smart. So it's basically a bit of sibling rivalry there. But its main competitor here is almost certainly going to be Tesla. It's the Tesla killer. Yeah, well, maybe. So Zeekr have announced about a year ago their golden battery, and it's now finding its way into some of their EVs, namely the 7X. So the golden battery can charge at a rate of 5.5 C. So if you take, let's say, a 100 kilowatt hour battery, you charge it at 1 C, it will take an hour. Charge it at 2 C, it'll take 30 minutes. Charge it at 5 C, 12 minutes. However, don't forget there's a bit of a charging curve, so it does slow down towards the end. But Zeekr are quoting times of 10 to 80% in as fast as 11.5 minutes. I mean, that's not even time for me to run to the loo. Ooh. Now, you've got to have a charger capable of delivering 480 kilowatts. Now, I think the fastest one here in Australia is 350 kilowatts. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. So not only can the golden battery withstand extremes such as fire, pressure, and even being dropped from a great height, the video should be playing now. I mean, it's just amazing what they've done with that battery. So I've got to assume it's a pretty safe battery. Now, Zeekr have already made a commitment to bring more EVs to Australia, and so I think the next one is likely to be the 7X with its golden battery. Yep. So it's slated to arrive in Q4. Yeah, fingers crossed. Now, I did a video back in September last year, 2024, about the 7X. But there's a few more things that I've since discovered because it's now been available in Europe and China. So, for instance, there's a button on the C-pillar at the back that automatically power opens and closes the rear door. And inside there's a button that does the same. So you don't actually have to grab it and pull. It'll open and close on its own. Now, I expect this is a top model spec. And the rear seats are also power adjustable, but you've got to be privileged to get those. Right, it's got air suspension. I don't know if that's on the lower models, but certainly on the privilege level model. And that can raise the car an additional 70 millimeters. So it'll go from a 160 mil ground clearance to 230 mil. Now, Zeekr have got some videos of its amazing off-road capabilities. So, I mean, just look at that. It's just amazing. So its main competitor is probably going to be Tesla. I think it's going to be a lot cheaper than Polestar, which is one of its siblings. But it looks very much like that refreshed Model Y that's becoming available. But it's also got a bit of a resemblance to a Kia EV6. I don't know. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're down there, can you click that like and subscribe button? Thank you. It really does help. Now, in China, the top spec is priced at approximately 300,000 yuan, which is $65,000 Australian equivalent. Now, no pricing is available for Australia yet. But when you look at the prices of the X and the 7X in China, so what you get them there for, and translate it here, look, I'm hopeful it will come in at around the $80,000 mark, which will be significantly cheaper than Polestar. I don't actually know what the Smart 5 is, but I don't know it's available here yet anyway. So, and I'm hoping that 80,000 is going to be for the top spec privilege model. Because that sort of price, it will compete with the top spec all-wheel drive refreshed Model Y, and its acceleration and so on will be about the same, but it does have a little bit more of a poshness about it, if you like. It's a premium spec vehicle. Now, in other countries, it comes in 3 specs. So the entry level has got a 75 kilowatt hour LFP battery, and it's rear wheel drive only, and they call that the Core. Now there's an upper 2 models that have got all wheel drive. So there's the long range and the privilege. Now both these come with a 100 kilowatt hour NMC battery, which is what gives it these longer ranges. So the Core has got a stated range of around the high 400s WLTB, so mid to low 400s real world. And the privilege is stated at 540 kilometers WLTB, so expect quite high 400s. Yeah, not exactly an efficient car, but it still looks very nice. And with a 500 kilometer real world range, yeah, not bad. Warranty in the UK is going to be 5 years, 100,000 kilometers, which is only slightly better than Tesla's 4-year warranty, 80,000. I'm not sure about the battery. Now you can upgrade this warranty to 10 years or 200,000 kilometers. I don't know how much for. It wasn't on the English website yet. Who knows what it will be when it comes here in Australia. So will we get 2 versions or 3 versions? So like the Europeans. What do you think about that warranty? Do you think we'll get the same, or will they come in here and try and compete with the likes of the 7-year 160,000 kilometer warranty type people? I don't think they're going to compete with MG's current 10-year 250,000 kilometer warranty, because they're out there on a limb on their own. Maybe a few people will join them in the future. So what do you reckon? Will it be the same here or not? Let me know in the comments below. So thank you very much. Don't forget, make some comments down below. And while you're down there, there's that like and subscribe button. If you click on them, it really does help promote the channel, and I would really appreciate it. And also down there in the description, there's a link to my Ko-fi page, my Tesla referral, if you want to use that. Look up what you'll get because it changes so often. And there's a few other discount codes down there as well. I don't think I get anything out of those. Nobody's used them yet, so I wouldn't know. Be the first. Thank you very much. And I'll see you all very soon.